Okay, it is 7 o'clock. I'll go ahead and call the June 24th, 2020 special meeting to order. And as I did the other night, before we rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, if you are watching the meeting remotely, if you'd like to say, make a comment or ask a question during public comment, please just raise your hand, and when the time comes, we will call on you. So thank you for that, and if everyone would please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Roll call, please. George.
Trustee Satern.
Present.
Trustee Niewiardowski.
Present.
Trustee Ingraffia.
Present.
Trustee Keenley.
Present.
Supervisor Sweeney.
Present. Okay. Public comment. Is there any public comment?
Make sure they realize that.
Okay. If anybody, I know we had somebody online, so I'll give you just another few seconds if you wanted to raise your hand. We're all set?
Okay.
Okay. All right. No public comment. We'll move on to item 4, the purpose of tonight's meeting. Again, thank you to the board members for being flexible after the agenda mistake so that we could discuss these items on the building. So I'll review the 4 items. If there is any further discussion, I'm happy to take any questions and open these items up for discussion. So the first one is change order 43. This has to do with the tuck pointing on the interior wall entering the food pantry where the new addition is, where the social services department connects to the internal wall of the food pantry. Need to fill some gaps in the brick there to ensure that the water flows away from the building and not down the brick into the new addition. So just some gaps that that Integral just did not see at the time when the addition was made. So we just need to correct that. That amount is $5,720. Change order 44, this is for the ADA capabilities at the food pantry door on the west side of the building. You have the change order that shows all the costs for putting in the push buttons outside, also outside the food pantry door to operate the mechanicals that would be put above that food pantry exterior door. And then I also discussed the east entrance and putting mechanicals on both the exterior door and the immediate single man door on the interior coming into the east entrance would be an approximate additional $10,000 for a total of $17,950. Change order 45 is pertains to the storefront entrance in the main entrance on the west side of the building that enters into the vestibule there. The hinge, as we discussed on Monday night, the door swings into, would end up swinging into a resident's faces. They would essentially pull the door towards them as they entered the building, and we want to be able to rectify that and get a new door that can be hung on the opposite side. So that the door would swing away from those that are visiting the building, and especially for folks that might have some issues moving around the door, and just to make it as easy as possible to enter the building. That amount is $7,897. And then the last one, as I discussed on Monday night, just examining and experiencing the food pantry and going out in and out just with staff. entering and exiting the interior food pantry door to bring groceries to clients, food pantry clients with the drive-through service. It becomes pretty congested, and that's just staff moving in and out. That's very aware. They're very aware of the operation, and it still can kind of get bogged down in the one-man door entrance into the food pantry. The solution to that would be to double the size of that, do two things. Would create a double door, but also those doors would swing completely flush with the wall. So both doors would swing out 180 degrees and be flush with the wall. So you wouldn't have to compete with doors being propped open, being propped half open. They would swing completely, be flush with the wall when we were open, to eliminate any congestion with, not only having one single door, but not having the door be able to open completely or as wide. So it kind of solved two issues there, or two solutions to help alleviate some congestion when we do open. So that amount is $13,267. And with that, I will open it up to questions, comments, and any discussion from the board.
Mike?
Yes, sir.
On the first one, the tuck pointing,
Yes.
that's an interior wall?
Straight ahead, as you come into the glass, that wall of glass doors, the food pantry exterior entrance, as you come in and you look straight ahead, that hallway that separates social services offices on the right and the food pantry on the left, that whole social services division, those offices, used to be exterior. That's the addition. So the wall that we're talking about, where we connected the addition to the existing exterior wall of the warehouse or garage, is where some issues have presented themselves, if that makes sense.
Okay. There's been some issues with water during
Correct.
storm?
Some
Okay.
gaps, yeah, some gaps that have been identified in the brick,
Okay.
yes.
The wheelchair accessibility, the doors in question, are they wide enough to accommodate wheelchairs?
They are.
Okay. Okay. Item 3, those doors will continue to swing out. The swing is just from a different side.
They will swing.
The hinges, changing the hinges from one
Are we-
side to the other. The doors
are we
swing
talking
out
about
of
the west vestibule entrance?
Yeah.
yeah.
It will continue to swing out, but essentially,
Okay.
when you pull on the door, it swings away from you as opposed to pulling it towards you.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Could you remind me, Mike, other reason for removing or replacing the walk leading to the door on the west side?
Oh, that was the other thing. I apologize. We briefly talked about that. There's been two reasons. One was just the different sections of sidewalk are slightly askew with each other. So you have I think there's 3 sections of old concrete leading to the door that aren't completely flush with each other. The other issue we want to solve with that is just to make sure that it's a smooth walk all the way through, and that the portions of concrete slightly slope away from the building.
What was the total on 044 again? Was it 7950?
It's 7950, and that number was just the food pantry entrance. So after we had a discussion about the food pantry entrance, we had further discussions about the east entrance as well, the exterior and interior door there, and that was approximated at an additional $10,000.
On 044?
044, correct.
Okay, so it is 17,
$950.
okay.
Any additional comments or questions? All right, just so we have these all on the record, and if there's any last-minute questions for each change order, we'll, if there's, unless there's a concern and the board would like to vote on all these together, I think it's best if we went one by one. So if I could have a motion to approve change order 43, that's the tuck pointing repairs on the exterior wall where the addition met the garage wall by the food pantry.
So moved.
Moved by trustee Satern. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by trustee Ingraffia. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Satern,
Aye.
trustee Niewiardowski,
Aye.
trustee Ingraffia,
Aye.
trustee Keenley,
Aye.
Supervisor Sweeney.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. Change order 44, this is, what you have in front of you is that's, as trustee Satern pointed out, the initial $7,950 for the ADA accessibility on the east entrance, the west food pantry entrance, and then an approximate $10,000 in addition to that for the east exterior and interior entrance for a total of $17,950. Can I have a motion to approve change order 44?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Ingraffia. Is there a second? I will second that motion. Any further discussion? Okay. Roll call, please.
Trustee Satern,
Aye.
trustee Niewiardowski,
Aye.
trustee Ingraffia,
Aye.
trustee Keenley,
Aye.
Supervisor Sweeney.
Aye. Okay, change order 45. This is the storefront, the new storefront door for the west vestibule entrance. And so this, I kind of need some direction from the board. It's approximately $4,679 plus 10%, so that would be just over $5,300 or so on that. And then there's the $2,500 in concrete replacement. Did the board want, well, I guess the easiest thing to do is take a motion to approve the whole amount, unless a board member would like to make a different motion, but I'm open to whatever motion a board member would like to present.
You say 2750 here, is that
$2,750.
not 2500?
What's that?
It says 2750, not 2500 for the sidewalk. Does that make a difference?
So that's, the 2750, so on the change orders, you see the two items listed, right? $4,679 and then $2,500. So you have to add the 10% fees on top of those.
Is it just one change order
It's
for the
just
two
one-
things?
It's just one change order, but you would add
Or the
10
two things?
Right, but, so where I got the number, right, so the storefront entrance would be the $4,679 plus 10%, so you're looking at $468 in fees. So that would be about $5,200 roughly, and then $250 in fees on the concrete, which is $2,750, and that, you add those two numbers up and you get to the $7,897.
Right, all I'm saying is it's just one change order.
It's one change order, but we don't have to approve. I've done this throughout the process, like I'll approve a change order in part, right? If it's a certain work is not necessarily needed to be done, right? Something minor, and then, right, you could have multiple items on the change order. So you could approve the change order in part.
Why don't we just approve the change order as is with the two items on there?
I will
Long
entertain
as it's
that motion.
changed.
If you'd like to make that motion, go ahead,
I
Suellen.
just have a quick question.
Yep.
Because here it says fee, down below 3%. So what are the 10% fees?
Yeah, so the 5%, so you come down, so the 5%, so the 5%, so the general requirement, the 1% liability insurance,
Okay, I see.
1% performance, and then the 3%.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll make the motion to approve the change order.
Okay,
I second it.
okay, moved by trustee Ingraffia, seconded by trustee Satern. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Satern.
Aye.
Trustee Niewiardowski.
Aye.
Trustee Ingraffia.
Aye.
Trustee Keenley.
Aye.
Supervisor Sweeney.
Aye. Motion carries. The last change order 46, modifications to the opening the entrance, the interior entrance to the food pantry. So that, as I said, that includes doubling the size and also bringing up the frame flush with the door so that the doors, both double doors swing and 180 degrees and sit flush with the wall to prevent any to prevent any impediments to traffic. Any further discussion or questions about this change order? Okay, can I have a motion to approve change order 46 as presented?
So moved.
Moved by trustee Niewiardowski, is there a second?
I second.
Seconded by trustee Keenley. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Trustee Satern.
Aye.
Trustee Niewiardowski.
Aye.
Trustee Ingraffia.
Aye.
Trustee Keenley.
Aye.
Supervisor Sweeney.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. That concludes the business for this special meeting. Unless there's anything the board would like to discuss as it relates to these items. Okay, hearing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by trustee Satern,
Second it.
seconded by trustee Niewiardowski. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.